International Trade Market. Yiwu International Trade Market. Yiwu is famous for its small commodities both at home and abroad, ranging from needles and threads, shoelaces, buttons, locks, toothpicks, to exquisite gifts and ornaments, from footwear, scarves, hats, clothing to woolen fabrics, from various toys and lighters to televisions, mahogany furniture, various hardware tools, and electronic products. It can be said that whatever you need in your life is not available here in Yiwu. Using small commodities to define the range of commodities in Yiwu is no longer comprehensive. It should be said that all commodities for daily use and production can be purchased at low prices in Yiwu. Due to the cheap prices in Yiwu, people prefer to use small commodities as the general term for all commodities in Yiwu. Yiwu Trade Market has a construction area of 340,000 square meters and a project investment of 700 million yuan. It is divided into 5 business areas: the main market, production and direct sales center, commodity procurement center, warehouse center, and catering center. It has a total of more than 7,000 businesses and more than 50,000 employees, bringing together more than 250 domestic and foreign production enterprises, more than 220 commodity procurement, and more than 8,600 business households. It is the largest distribution center for jewelry, crafts, toys, and flowers in China. In the Yiwu market, there is a popular saying that a person visiting the market, staying at each stall for 1 minute, and calculating by 8 hours of work per day, visiting all of the nearly 70,000 stalls takes about 145 days, which is almost half a year. Changsha Gaochia Market. The basic conditions for cooperation between Hunan and Africa are very good, and the China-Africa Economic and Trade Expo has accelerated Hunan's entry into the international arena. Gaochia Market is the core area of the pilot zone for deep economic and trade cooperation between China and Africa, which mainly undertakes 2 tasks. Build a China-Africa Economic and Trade Cooperation and Innovation Demonstration Park, focusing on creating 3 centers and 1 platform: African Non-Resource Product Trading Center, China-Africa Economic and Trade Enterprise Incubation Center, China-Africa Economic and Trade Comprehensive Service Center, and China-Africa Financial Service Platform. Currently, 98 leading Chinese and African economic and trade enterprises have settled in the park. Since this year, enterprises in the park have achieved a Sino-African trade volume of $230 million, and the first batch of Sino-African barter trade has also been successfully completed. In addition, it will create an African non-resource product industry chain. The project will rely on Gaochia's business foundation and channel network, and jointly build a full industrial chain from direct procurement, logistics, processing, and marketing in Africa with enterprises in the demonstration park. During this year's expo, the first batch of 106 African product brands were launched, and production, marketing, and circulation were completed. In the future, we will create a birthplace of African brands in China, in Gaochia. During the expo, 106 brand warehouse products were launched, including coffee, nuts, dried chili, sesame, and so on. For example, coffee has introduced professional coffee direct mining enterprises, starting from quality control in the upstream of Africa, cooperating with African coffee growers and processors, and transporting them to China through international logistics. Through the research and development and processing of merchants in the Gaochia market, as well as the strong online and offline commercial communication channels in the market, in-depth cooperation in the entire African coffee industry chain has been promoted. By creating a supply chain, achieving controllable sources and deep cooperation with African supply ends, procurement costs can also be reduced by 10 to 30%. It is worth mentioning that Rwanda's dried chili will be a key brand to be built, with its spicy degree reaching grade 8, far exceeding that of Hunan chili. It is estimated that Hunan's reputation for being so spicy will soon add a bit of spice. Chengdu International Trade Market. Zone 5 and Zone 7 of the Chengdu International Trade Market, with an area of approximately 143,000 square meters and over 2,200 business locations, officially opened on November 28, 2016. The main businesses include grain and oil, sea pepper, Chinese prickly ash, spices, seasonings, miscellaneous grains, seafood, fungi, fried goods, poultry, eggs, packaged food, dried fruits, beans, Chinese prickly ash, tea, tobacco and alcohol, candy, sewing machines, food additives, disposable supplies, logistics, etc. Among them, Zone 5 of the Chengdu International Trade Market, Chengdu Wuxi Agricultural and Byproduct Wholesale Center, covers an area of approximately 83,000 square meters, with a parking lot and loading and unloading area of 45,000 square meters. More than 1,000 shops have been built, with a story height of 7 meters. The market planning includes agricultural products area, sugar and wine snack food area, frozen goods area, food machinery area, tea area, and other business types, covering grain and oil, chili peppers, spices, miscellaneous grains, seafood, fungi, etc., using the wholesale and retail trading model, with the development goal of creating a Southwest agricultural and sideline food trade center. It provides a procurement base with rich products, and one-stop services for procurement units such as major hotels, catering restaurants, and supermarket chains. Zone 6 of Chengdu International Trade Market, Chengdu Lotus Pond Traditional Chinese Medicine Professional Market, covers an area of 142 mu, with a construction area of about 200,000 square meters. The market has a total of 4,700 business spaces on the second floor, and a supporting center on the third floor has more than 700 warehouses. It officially opened on August 6, 2009, with more than 1,900 businesses settling in. Mainly engaged in precious and fine medicinal materials, Cordyceps sinensis, Sichuan fritillaria, bird's nest, deer antler, hippocampus, sea dragon, saffron, Gastradiea elata, etc. Authentic medicinal materials, Chuanqiong, Coptis chinensis, Eucamia almoides, Ophiopogon japonicus, aconite, Baiji, Sichuan huangbai, Sichuan mingxian, etc. Authentic medicinal material planting bases, pharmaceutical companies, large health industry, nourishing healthcare products, etc. 8. There are over 2,000 varieties of medicinal materials, 1,300 common Sichuan medicines, and over 300 authentic Sichuan medicines traded in bulk. The main sales channels include pharmaceutical enterprises, Chinese herbal decoction factories, wholesale procurement by pharmaceutical operating companies, and healthcare purchases by ordinary consumers. The peak market trading season is mainly concentrated from the end of August to the end of March of the next year. Introduce buyers from international consumer cities, such as South Asia and Southeast Asia. Foreign trade business is not only about the transaction of goods, but also about services, financial support, and technological improvement. Large international trade cities are connected to manufacturing clusters at one end and domestic sales and foreign trade at the other. It plays a pivotal role in stimulating the upgrading of domestic consumption, stabilizing the basic market of foreign trade, and promoting the transformation and upgrading of the manufacturing industry. In this year's government report, it was clearly stated that restoring and expanding consumption should be given priority, and the role of import and export in supporting the economy should continue to be played. We hope that these business flagship can use new products, new services, and new concepts to expand a broader business circle and circle of friends.